Scotland, November 1945. My name is Aaron Bruce, son of Malcolm Bruce, and rightful heir to the Dunshiel House. I have recently discovered that my tyrant of a father intends to disinherit me in favor of my deranged younger sister. My relationship with my family is strained, to say the least. I have decided that the time has come for my sister to be removed from this ghastly equation. I intend to put her out of her misery. Unfortunately, my sister never leaves the confines of the Dunshiel house, which makes the matter more complicated. I have not visited the family home in quite some time. I can't bear to be in that hellhole for long. However, my presence on the night of my father's 50th birthday will cause no suspicion. I must choose the timing and method of the deed very carefully. Tonight is the night. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Bloody hell, George. Who has been responsible for maintaining the gardens?
Used to be Big Jack Willis, sir. He's been dead for almost a year now. I do a little here and there. Can't get much on account of my bad back, though.
My sister hasn't offered to help you yet.
Miss Jennifer isn't really the outdoor type, sir.
I know, George. It was a joke.
Very funny, sir.
Let's go inside before the ocean comes to the Dunshiel. Homecoming. Converse with your relatives and search the house for useful objects. Objects are divided into two categories: items of evidence and weapons. You will only be allowed to pick up 2 objects from around the house before dinner commences, so choose wisely. After dinner, you will have the chance to plant an item of evidence, if you wish, and then commit the murder. There are many ways to do the deed, but only the cunning will succeed.
Good evening, Mr. Aaron. Good evening, Mr. Aaron. May I take your coat?
Of course. Yes, take this blasted wet thing off me. You're new, aren't you?
Sophia is my name. I recognize you from your pictures, Mr. Aaron. I'm not new, exactly. I've been employed by your family for almost a year. It's just that you have never visited before.
I've been busy, I don't get along with my family. Offended? Just what are you trying to say? That's funny. Just what are you trying to say? Whether I visit my family is my own business. I would expect better manners from a servant.
Oh, I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Aaron. It was not my intention, I promise. You're here now, and I'm sure you are eager to meet with the others. Your father is in the library, on your left, and your mother is in the parlor, which is on your right. Your sister is upstairs in your room, I think.
And where can I find you, my pretty? And what if I want to join you for some pleasant company?
Oh, I'll be in the kitchen, preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when dinner is served.
Looks like this is going to take some strategizing. Let's go upstairs. Your parents' room has not changed in years. There remains a frozen time capsule of a childhood you would sooner forget. See if we can find anything. You go through the wardrobe, but find nothing apart from clothes and your mother's excessive collection of jewelry. What about here? It is only once you slide the top door open that you remember this is where your father keeps his shotgun. The shiny barrel almost seems to call out to you. Guns are certainly noisy, but effective weapon. We gotta take the shotgun. Are you sure you want to take the shotgun? Remember, you can only pick up 2 objects. I guess I'll come back for the shotgun. I'll look around a bit more. Just an old chair. Is it just an old chair?
George, you wanted to see me, Mother?
Yes.
Your sister will not be returning to St. Mary's this year, Aaron. Her condition has become too serious. I see. Have you nothing to say besides that, Aaron? No, nothing. This is precisely why I wanted to talk to you about. This silly feud with your sister must stop. Why do you think her condition keeps getting worse? Perhaps it's because you refuse to even acknowledge her. She killed Henry. For heaven's sake, Aaron. It was only a rat. He was my friend. I should never have allowed you to keep it in the first place. If you must blame someone, blame me. Will you forgive your sister? Never. Very well, Aaron. You leave me no choice. I will have to speak to your father about this.
Oh, so that was just a memory. This house always brings back far too many memories. You get on all fours and peek underneath your parents' bed. You'll find nothing under there. See what the rest of the house has to offer. You enter the surreal atmosphere of your sister's room. Mirrors of various sizes cover the walls, creating the eerie illusion of a crowded space. This is a really weird room. What's with all the mirrors? Your sister is too busy staring at herself in the mirror to notice you're rifling through a wardrobe. Oh, she's right there. You find a pair of silky undergarments with her initials embroidered on the inside, planted in the right place. These might weave a tale of their own. That would be really weird if I took my sister's undergarments.
Aha! I thought I smelled a rat. Have you come to see me, little rat?
It takes a rat to smell a rat. My, you do have a keen sense of smell, if you notice my scent. Perhaps you are the rat here.
I'm nothing like a rat. Filthy, filthy creatures. You used to have a pet rat, didn't you? Remember what I did to him? Oh, how he screamed. Such great pain for such a little creature.
This girl is such a bad person. They are such an asshole.
What did you want to talk to me about, little rat?
Mother seemed very worried about you. Mother says your condition has been getting worse.
My condition? What condition? I don't have a condition. You want me sent away, don't you? Well, it won't work. It won't, I tell you. Go away. I don't want to speak to you anymore.
There's nothing of interest around your sister's bed. God, I see why our character doesn't like that girl very much. You step inside your former bedroom, now a simply guest room. Most of your old furniture has vanished, probably thrown on a bonfire, knowing your father. There's at least one item of yours remaining in your former room, your old fencing sword. At least this is a weapon with which you are very well practiced. I feel like that'll make it really obvious that it was us that killed our sister, which would be bad for us, so I'm gonna leave it. I would rather take the shotgun over that, honestly. This wardrobe is vacant and barren. Your Your bedside table has been emptied of whatever items you were left behind. Ah, the old bed. So many memories of long, sleepless nights spent wishing that your entire family would disappear. Do we get another memory with this chair? You don't have time to sit around and dig up old memories. Alright, well this game's pretty interesting so far. Alright, I wonder what my dad's gonna say. Even now, the familiar musky smell of your father's library fills you with dread as you step inside. You have too many bad memories of this room. Is it a dog? Your father's best friend, a hunting dog named Beastie. The dog looks at you for a moment, then walks away when it realizes you have no food. Let's talk to our dad.
Get away, boy. That chair is for the dog.
Oh, did I interact with the chair then? Hello, Father. Your father remains silent for several moments, and a chill seems to pass through the library. When he finally speaks, it is in a quiet and bitter tone.
You told me you'd never enter this house again, boy. Why are you here?
To see you, of course, Father. Happy birthday. It's obvious why I'm here. I want to put all that unpleasantness behind us and wish you a happy 50th birthday.
Happy? You honestly think this is a happy day for me? Another day which I watch my life's work crumble into nothing. Another day to see our bloodline slit its own throat. You know how to make me happy. Move back to Dunshire. Take your proper place and do your damn duty.
You have to let me live my own life. I refuse to move back here and suffer your abuse. I will consider it if my sister has put it into care. I don't want to put too much suspicion on that. You have to let me live my own life. It is too late, Father. I have my own life now, my own home, my own job.
Damn them, boy. Damn them both to hell. You think your pathetic little life really means anything? You're the last of a noble dynasty that stretches back hundreds of years. What does your life mean next to that?
Everything.
You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were, boy. Obviously, I didn't give you enough discipline as a child.
If you can't be civil, I will take my leave. Oh, you beat me plenty, I remember. Perhaps you're the one who needs some discipline. Yeah, let's be a little banter between ourselves and our dad. You should watch your words, old man. I'm not as helpless as I used to be.
Maybe not on the outside, but on the inside, every bit as small and weak as always. Don't think for a moment that you could ever stand against me. You're not a man enough, and you never will be. You better leave this room before I decide to revisit the past. Get out of here.
Damn. A loving family. This is a hefty tome of the Bruce family history. You feel sleepy just looking at it. These shelves are labeled British history. These shelves are labeled arts and culture. Is another chair? When your father isn't looking, you quietly open the top drawer of the desk and take a look inside. It seems to be filled with his memorabilia. One of these items sends a shiver through your bones. The cruel leather toss your father used to beat you with when you were a child. Perhaps if you planted it in the right place, it might raise questions. Sure? Might as well take something. Are you sure you want to take the toss? Remember, you can only pick up 2 items. Yeah, I'm sure. You grab the toss, the texture of which brings back unpleasant memories. You quickly hide it on your person and close the door. Okay, there's our evidence. Let's try to find a weapon now. The wooden side table is currently empty. fireplace? The old stone fireplace is nothing to interest you. I thought there'd be one of those stick things. Walking into the pantry, you begin to salivate at the promising scent of roast beef coming from the kitchen beyond. Nothing here, nothing of interest. Oh, a blue box marked rat poison. We could blame the servant. Yeah. You take the rat poison and hide it on your person. Yes, poison is a nice, clean weapon. At least in all those murder stories you used to read.
Dinner is almost ready now. I will ring the bell to call everyone.
Alright, I wonder where this is gonna go. Dinner is served.
Sophia, could you come here a moment? Yes, ma'am. Pour me some wine. Yes, ma'am.
But madame,
Oh, what is it, George?
I must protect. It has always been my duty to pour the wine at dinner.
Oh, well, I don't want to cause any trouble. Nonsense. What does it matter, George? Stop being overly pedantic.
But I...
Don't you think you've had enough, Mother? Do you let the staff speak to you like that? Come on, let George pour the wine. He just wants to look down your chest. You know, I kind of like George. I'll say, come on, let George pour the wine. Just let him pour the damn wine, would you? It's his job.
You stay out of it, boy. If your mother wants the girl to pour the damn wine, then let the girl pour the damn wine. Of course, sir. My apologies.
An interfering little rat, isn't he, Daddy?
Yes, he is. Why can't you ever keep your mouth shut, boy?
Perhaps I did speak out of turn. I apologize. Now, don't lose your temper, Father. Maybe you're the one who needs to shut his mouth. Careful, Father. There's no need to make a scene at dinner.
I'll show you a scene. Get over here.
Malcolm, please let's not permit his behavior to ruin dinner.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Ooh, everyone's blaming me for that. Damn.
You count your lucky stars, boy.
Sophia, can you come here, please?
Yes, Miss Jennifer?
I just want to say that was the loveliest meal I've ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, you cunning pixie.
You are too kind, miss. Of course, I'll have tea and cakes for you in the drawing room as usual after dinner.
Oh, but you are so good to me, sweet thing. So very, very good to me.
None for me, I'm full. I wouldn't mind some of your hotcakes. Would you two stop flirting with each other? Sophia isn't interested in your advances, sister. All of these are bad answers. Oh, so I'm hitting on her. I'll say none for me, I'm full. I wouldn't have any, thank you. I couldn't eat another bite. I feel like they're gonna say, who asked you?
Well, you weren't offered any, so there.
Yeah, that's right.
Please, Jennifer, let's all try and be civil. Anyways, let's not forget why we are here today. To celebrate your father's birthday. Such an important occasion for us all. You are so dear to us, Malcolm.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
Indeed. Happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it'll be one to remember. Doing the deed. Now it is time to quickly plant any items of evidence you have. To do so, simply enter the desired room and select the item in your inventory. When you are ready, enter the drawing room to do the deed. Okay, so we're getting down to business now. This will be fun. I think I'll leave Dad. Yeah, I think I'll leave Dad's whip in sister's room. How do I check my inventory? Items. Toss. When your father used to beat you, he never repeated the old cliche, "This hurts me more than it hurts you." Do you want to plant this item of evidence in this room? Yeah. You've decided that your sister's wardrobe is the ideal location to plant some evidence. The police will definitely search this room thoroughly. Okay. And now, I'm not sure what a drawing room is. I'm not gonna lie. Was it this room? No, it's our parents' room. Is this the drawing room? Do I... Probably don't. Okay. I'll go find the drawing room. Oh, okay, this is the drawing room. Oh yeah, that's where she is. Yes. You see Jennifer staring out of the window ahead of you, lost in one of her strange moves. She hasn't noticed you entered the drawing room. Now is the time. She's the silent weapon, intelligent killer, sprinkled over the cake on the table. Easily mistaken for the frosting of sugar. Having added a generous portion of the special topping to the cakes, you step back into the shadows and watch to make sure she eats them. Sure enough, she soon turns to the plate and devours two of them in quick succession. The poison works surprisingly quickly. She begins to choke, and her skin turns gold. Finally, she falls to the ground in front of you. You examine her body to make sure she isn't still breathing, before placing the container of poison on her desk. The deed is done. It's time to leave this room before someone discovers it. Okay, shall we go? What's the time? I'll go find where someone is. Be with my mom. I'll be with my mom for an alibi. Your mother is listening to her music. You know better than to disturb her. Okay. Okay, so the servant just discovered her. I wonder what's gonna happen. There's a lot of people in this room. Good evening, everyone. I'm Chief Inspector Winston Lewis. I understand that this is a difficult time for your family. You're damn right it is. I want to know what you're doing wasting time in here while my daughter's killer is still out there. Well, Mr. Bruce, we have found no evidence of forced entry, and no one was seen entering or leaving the house. Oh, should we have done that? We probably should have, broken a window or something. It would be entirely possible then that the killer is in this room. What? No. That seems highly unlikely, Inspector. Perhaps it is. However, in order to follow protocol, I will have to interview each of you in turn. Mrs. Bruce, would you like to meet me in the library first? I suppose so. The interview. Thank you for joining me in here, Mr. Bruce. I'm sure this won't take long. Before we begin, I will need to search your person. Best to get these formalities out of the way. Is this really necessary? I'm afraid so. Turn around, please. Now that's out the way. Let's move on to the interview. So if we didn't plant the evidence somewhere, we would have just been caught right there. As you know, I have already spoken to everyone else that was present in the house at the time of your sister's death. We have also now completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? First of all, we will run through all of your activities since your arrival. The maid says that you and your butler arrived shortly after 7 o'clock, and she greeted you at the door. Sophia told me that you seemed quite abrasive at her during your conversation with her. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have been rude. I found her behavior very irritating. I expect high standards of the servants in this house, and she was failing to meet them. Of course, I lost my temper. I see. Do you often lose your temper? That is a leading question. Yes it was. Let's move on, shall we? The maid says that you would rather inappropriate remarks of a sexual nature towards her. This leads me to question your character, I'm afraid. That complete rubbish, that never happened. It was only intended as a harmless joke. Of course I did. Have you seen the maid? I don't think that happened. I don't remember doing that. Let me see. She's lying. I would never do such a thing. I see. You went to see your father in the library. I understand your conversation became quite heated. Okay, this is not looking good for us. My father has always had a temper. Of course it did. My father is an irritating man. Actually, I thought the conversation was civil. My father has always had a temper. My father has always had a short fuse. Many of our conversations go that way. Would you say he has a violent temper? Absolutely. I see. That's good to know. You discussed the prospect of your moving back to Dunshire. You refused to do so under any circumstances. I understand. I couldn't bear another day living with my family. Of course, I have a life made somewhere else. I may have considered it in the future. I feel like if we say that I couldn't bear another day living with my family, that'll just bring us suspicion. Let's say, already had a life elsewhere. My father fails to accept the fact that I have my own life now. I can't just move back here. Of course not. That's completely understandable. Your father also told me you threatened him with physical violence during your conversation. What? No, he... I can't just say that everyone's lying at us. I'll say yes, he threatened. He threatened to beat me, so I threatened him back. Are you in the habit of threatening old men, Mr. Bruce? My father can handle himself, trust me. I see. It's very strange that you didn't go and have a conversation with your mother in the parlor when you arrived. Okay, I didn't know I could go down there. It makes me wonder what else you were doing that was so important. Did you speak to your sister before dinner? Yes, I did. Yes, I went to her room to see her. I see. And what did you discuss with her? I don't think we... She just insulted me. It was brief as a conversation I've had with my sister. She called me a rat, and, not wanting to be insulted further, I left. Did that make you angry? To be honest, I was used to it from her. Let's move on to the events that took place during dinner. I understand that there was an argument involving the butler. He felt he was being treated unfairly. My family always treats the servants poorly. I was just trying to stir things up, really. I'll say someone had to stand up for the servants around here. My family treats them like dirt. Oh, that's good. That's good. Indeed, it was good of you to do so, Mr. Bruce. I gather that your father had rather lost his temper at one point. Just the usual. He always loses his temper. My behavior gave him cause to get annoyed. I'll say just the usual. That was nothing out of the ordinary. Your father often loses his temper at dinner? My father loses his temper no matter where he is. I see. Now, I need to ascertain your location at the time of your sister's death. Where were you when you heard the maid scream? I was on the ground floor. At the parlor. I was in the parlor. Yes. Your mother mentioned you were in there with her. As I said earlier, we have completed our initial search of the property. We found this leather toss while searching your sister's room. Do you know who it belongs to? Yes, it belonged to my father. Interesting that it should be kept in your sister's room. Was your father ever violent towards your sister? Let's just say he was never one to spare the strap. I see. I'm curious about the murder weapon. The poison had apparently been sprinkled upon some cakes, which the maid has prepared. Of course, your sister may have done this herself, if it was a suicide. It is all very interesting. I will be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. Your behavior this evening has given me cause for suspicion. What? I feel like the suspicion's on my dad, and now the maid a little bit. Okay, however, the evidence against your father seems very compelling indeed. I'm slightly curious about the maid, but I doubt she was involved in this. Now, as for what happens next, I'm going to ask you to accompany me to the station for further questioning. Am I under arrest? Not currently, Mr. Bruce, unless you want it to be that way. I will be arresting your father shortly. Okay. Hopefully we get away with this. It could have gone worse. Though you were brought in for further questioning, the police determined that there was not enough evidence to arrest you. Okay. I thought your father, as the only one to be arrested, remains the prime suspect. After a long and difficult trial, he was finally convicted of the murder of your sister in a very controversial verdict. In prison, your elderly father's health deteriorated quickly, and he died within a year. Your grief-stricken mother died soon after that. So we're all dead. They're all dead. Dunshaw House was yours, along with the fortune that came with it. However, George and Sophia found themselves unable to continue serving in that place after what had happened. It kind of sucked that our whole family is dead. As you spent many long, sleepless nights wandering through the rooms of the house, you found that its emptiness was reflected within yourself. You had become hollow inside, free of everything, but the nightmares that continued to haunt you.